Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Yavanarani. I am from CMS Business School, Bangalore. So, I've been associated with the Data Science Department with the CMS Business School. So, I would like to thank the management and the faculty members of Ramanujan College, affiliated to Delhi University, for inviting me for this lecture. So, thank you so much. And I would like to thank Nikki, for inviting me for this lecture. Thank you so much, Nikki. And yes, so today I am going to talk about the how to write a research proposal for various funding agencies, like it may be of a government agency or a private agency. So I would like to share both how to write a proposal for the programs as well as for the research projects. So again, I would like to thank the team members who are coordinating this session. So I would like to share first, I would like to share the experience of what I have done so far. That is the research funding that I have got for various programs as well as for the research projects. So from various agencies. So first, let me share about myself so that you can get an idea to where we can apply for and the government as well as the private agencies where we can apply for. So let me share my screen. So this is about the proposal writing for government and non-government agencies. So I would like to focus both on the funded programs and the research projects. So first, let me share my experience on the funding from various agencies. So this one, Entrepreneurship Development Cell. So this is actually a program, or we can say this is a department or a cell where I got the first funding for the college. It is actually not an individual funding. It is for the college. So for the whole college, we want to start an entrepreneurship development cell. So in that time, my vice chancellor, for this, before it was an engineering college. Now it has become an university, deemed university. So when I was in that Arulmigal College of Engineering in Tamil Nadu, my principal actually called me and he told me to write a proposal to get a fund to open up an entrepreneurship development cell in our college. So what I did is, I don't know anything about the how to write a proposal at that time. It was in, you can see the year, it was in June 2004. So I'm zero in that. So I have just entered into the academic field in that in 2001. So within the 2 years of time, he called me and he told me to write a proposal to open up an entrepreneurship development. And I was just, I was blank. I don't know what it is, a proposal. What do you mean by a proposal that time? So what I did is, I could not tell him that I don't know anything. So it really talks about my course. So I didn't tell anything. So I told him, yes, sir, I can do it. And I came and I just, I opened up the Google, and I've browsed everything about the entrepreneurship development cell. So, and I've gone through various colleges, that is the number of colleges who have really got this entrepreneurship development cell in their college. So what I did is I've gone through the various functions of EDC and everything. Then I just opened up the website of DST, it's Department of Science and Technology. and I have downloaded the application form for this, and I was going through lots and lots of things. So at last, after a period of a week, so 1 week, I just did a homework on the proposal. It is not, it's on the, not on the proposal actually, but what are the things has to be done while we submit a proposal. And I have also gone through some of the information from the colleges who have already got this EDC in their colleges. So I have done a 1 week, took 1 week time to go through all the procedures and everything. Then I gathered some information. Then finally, I sat on the application form of this proposal to be submitted. So that application form, so normally what the funding agencies, they do is they come out with a standard application form to apply for the funding. So some agencies may not. So in that case, what we have to do, if it is available in their website, then we can download it. Have to go through what are the things that they expect from the college side and our side, okay? And we have to first make a rough draft on that, and then so 80% of the work has to be done on planning. So what I did is 1 week I sat thoroughly. I've learned about what has to be done, how a proposal should be downloaded, many things. I have seen the proposal from the foreign countries, like how they submit a proposal to a funding agency. So then finally I told my principal that time, and so I'm done with that. And see, it's actually more than, I think it's 100 pages proposal. You know, it is a big proposal that I have to set up an EDC in our college. So it's not my individual work, and me and my principal has together has done this. And finally, and he's a principal investigator actually. So I was the project director for this cell at that time. And so I prepared whatever I can do it, and he updated it, and he went and presented, and he got this entrepreneurship development cell in our college. And you know, the grant at that period is 8 lakhs for that. It's in the 2004. So this is my first experience in funding, so getting funds. So then I was really excited to have this, this entrepreneurship development cell with the effort of me, mine and my principal there. So I would like to thank our principal. He's Dr. Sitangraj actually, and he's the director here now in Bhopal. So he gave me the base for to write a research proposal. Actually, he's a mentor still now for me to write a research proposal. So whenever I find any research projects to be submitted, I call for any projects, then I immediately call him and I just have a discussion with him about the research proposal. And he used to give some ideas again for the writing. So what are the topics that can be selected so that it is a feasible one. So he is my mentor. And I also have few mentors like Dr. Ajay and Dr. He's Arasu. So they all help me out in finalizing my research project. So why sincere advice is to have someone as your mentor to guide you in a proper way to submit a research proposal. So this is my first research writing a proposal experience. And the second funding is for the program funding. So while I've gone through the Department of Science and Technology website, I've found lots and lots of funding has been happening from the Department of Science and Technology. So I had a doubt before, being a management graduate, whether and being associated with the management department, whether I can go for a funding from a science and technology department, you know. So I just, somebody have told that, no, you can't apply for this. But what I did is, why not? So what I did is, I have browsed again, I sat and I worked for some nearly 1 week, and I browsed the websites of IIMs and IITs, the top premier institutes. And then I got to know they have also got the funding from various agencies, and they have conducted the conferences and other programs. Then I finalized, why not a management graduate? So IIM has got it. And why not our institution or me should not get that to conduct the conference? So then I sat on this and I finalized the title mainly because it's Department of Science and Technology. What I have to conduct is should be related to science or technology, or something has to be a technical thing. So I just finalized the topic on the advanced statistical analysis for business intelligence. So, you just see the title, it's a very catchy one, and it is related to something about the analytical or technical thing. So, and it's also related to the business intelligence. So, and I applied for it. And actually, there is a format from the DST. Actually, DST provides all the proposal formats or application forms with it. And I just filled up and I applied, and finally I got a grant of rupees 50,000. And that is in the year of 2009, I got this. So I was really excited to have this. And this is my second, it's also a program funding. So still now I was with the program. I don't have that much experience on research proposal. So this, I just concentrated on these programs, conducting the programs. I hope I can get fun more on that. So that's about my second thing. And this is my individual attempt to write a research proposal for conducting the conference. And the third one, I would like to tell that it's about my fellowship funding. Fellowship, yes. So here I have got an Young Scientist Fellowship Award from Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology. So, that is in the year 2010-11. So it's again the Department of Science and Technology, but it's a state council. It's not a central one, it's a state council. And every state, they have a state council for science and technology. So they also provide lots of funds. The state council of DST, or TNSTST, and similarly other states also have the similar type of funding, and they have a lot of programs to be funded by the state councils. So then I thought of applying, why not an Young Scientist Fellowship Award? It's like a pre-doc fellowship, actually. It's a pre-doc. So at that time I didn't have my doctorate. So you see, it's a fellowship. I didn't have my doctorate. So it's a pre-doc fellowship. And I have got the fellowship at Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. So it's actually some April, June, so 3 months pre-doc fellowship. And I've gotten a fellowship amount of 10,000. So this is how I started my career, by writing the proposals. So this is also like a proposal kind of thing, but we have to fill up the format, and we have to attach the research that what we are going to carry out in the with a fellowship under the guidance of the supervisor in Indian Institute of Science. So this fellowship can be applied below the age of 35. So I got it, and I have done my fellowship from IISc, and I would like to thank Dr. Srinivasan for supporting me. He's a professor from Indian Institute of Science, and he supported me a lot. And he also gave me some projects there where I have worked on some projects in the KSRTC, that is their local transport system, transportation. So I did some projects for them. So that's how I learned. And this was a very good experience that I had. And again, I would like to add up something on this. The same State Council for Science and Technology, they also provide funding for joint research with the students. It's a students' research, actually. what we can do, but the students can't apply as a guide or a supervisor. We have to collaborate with or pick up some students on research, and we can apply for the students research actually. That also I have submitted with the, I'm a civil engineering graduate, and I have selected some students from the civil engineering department. So we just discussed and we have just come out with a proposal. Like it's an interdisciplinary proposal, both where the business and the engineering department can join together. And I prepared a proposal, a research proposal, and I have submitted. So later I'll tell you how to write a research proposal. So most of the research proposal are the same format. So there won't be any difference while we submit to a government agency or a non-government or private agency. The format will be the same. So I'll tell you later about this. So this is the fellowship amount. This amount is not a big matter here, but the award what we got here. Okay, that's an young scientist fellowship. This is really made me to apply for more and more things about the funding. So the next one is the international travel funding. This is a very happiest moment when I got the funding for international travel. So that was my first travel in 2012 to Malaysia. So after looking out that, I have browsed the various funding agencies, and I got to know that Indian Council for Social Science and Research, ICSSR, that's from the Ministry of HRD, and they are giving the providing the fund for international travel. There are other agencies like UGC and AICTE also provides the funding for travel, international travel. So while I browsed through the websites, I came to know that they are providing the fund. Then I just found I want to go some nearby place. So I have chosen Malaysia. And I have found this conference was happening in 2012. And I applied I have returned my research paper to the conference, and I got my acceptance. With the acceptance from the conference coordinator, I have applied to the Indian Council for Social Science and Research for my travel grant. So here I had a very good experience, and here we have some formats. It will be mentioned in the websites. What are the things has to be attached along with the application form, and the format is also available. So finally, I got a grant of rupees 60,000 here, 60,000. And my institute, that time we were the university, Kalasalingam University, they also supported me with some 20,000. So totally, I had an 80,000 for my travel, for attending the conference in Malaysia. And I spent some 10, 20,000 personally. So this is my the international travel funding here.